So here are 4 side hustles product managers and other professionals that are working in tech, such as software engineers, product marketing managers, data analysts or scientists, UX designers, can basically go ahead and start right now with no money down. It doesn't even, even if it did cost you some money, I cannot imagine it costing you more than $100 or $200, which, considering most of your 6-figure salaries, is honestly nothing. But that's not really what's holding you back. What's really holding you back right now is there is a huge misconception in your head that if you start a side hustle, there's going to be some kind of negative consequence for your job, for your actual full-time job that you do on a 9-to-5 basis. My name is Rich. I'm the creator of the Boss Foundry program, and today I'm going to go ahead and not only knock all that out, I'm going to be sharing with you straight up. These are 4 categories of side hustles. You can go ahead and basically start right now. I'm also going to be sharing with you some examples at the very top bar that you can go ahead and see up here. So let's go up there and get down to business. But before we do, hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out with the YouTube algorithm. As you know, I produce these videos to ultimately help you achieve your dreams. So please help me continue to go out there and help you. So let's go out there and start this. Let's knock out the biggest misconception of all, which is my company finds out like what's going to go out there and happen. I've been helping product managers, both first time and experienced product managers, make a transition for almost close to 7 years right now. And to tell you the truth, product management or other roles in technology, as good as it is, there is a financial ceiling. The financial ceiling is different per industry, obviously the unique types of experience that you have. But ultimately, you're going to go ahead and get to a point where you're capped out. And in this market where there's layoffs and continued uncertainty and volatility in the market, everybody's looking for more than just one income stream. So what's really holding you back? What's really holding you back is you're thinking, hey, if my boss finds out, I'm going to go out there and get fired. The data would really indicate otherwise, because I can just show you right now. If you go on YouTube and you just type in product management, you're going to see people like this lady here, Chloe Shi, along with a lot of other product managers that are actively working in the field right now, talk about their experience about either transitioning into product management, working in product management, or even leaving product management, and any other thing that you can think about as part of the product management journey for a career, and I think that's probably relevant for software engineering in any other field, right? They'll talk about a day in the life of a software engineer at Spotify and so on and so forth. If you go ahead and you go on LinkedIn, like I basically saw today, there's this guy who says, I throw tech parties, and I actually got to see that on a actual post, he's putting it out there that he's throwing tech parties. This is the dude, has a whole, very recently, has a whole article out, The Gatsby of Silicon Alley, meet the 27-year-old Google employee who's throwing the tech's hottest parties. Now, I don't know this person personally, it doesn't seem to me like he's being a covert agent about it, because I think Business Insider is a pretty big publication. And I don't know if his employees are if his coworkers are laughing at him or not, but if they are, so what? He's doing something with his time outside the 9-to-5, so he doesn't have to stay on the 9-to-5 grind forever. So these are just some of the examples. I really wanted to get that out of there quickly, because I can give you all of these options on the bottom, but if you're thinking like I have to go all in, it's either all in or it's nothing, it's not true. You can still have your 9-to-5. You can still have your health insurance. You can still have that steady check every other Friday and still go ahead and do a side hustle, and your company would know about it. And depending on your bandwidth, if you can go out there and handle it, you could probably go ahead and juggle more than one thing, which I think most of you can. So having said that, let's talk about category number 1, which I think is the easiest. Freelancing or consulting. Plenty of freelancing and consulting platforms out there, such as Upwork. Other product managers, they're already on there making money. As you could go out there and see, anywhere between $85 an hour, $100 an hour, $10K earned, $200K earned, $49 an hour, $30K earned, $30K earned, wow, gosh, $70K earned. Other people are doing it, so why not you? Now, I know some of you have tried to go ahead and leverage Upwork as a platform to find contract work or freelance gigs and may not have been successful. I've made other videos about that, but I wanted you to go ahead and at least explore this opportunity of, you don't have to just type in product manager on there. You can go ahead and type in like something that you know very well, like Airtable or Zapier or automation or even like testing, Scrum, Confluence. Any skill that you know really well as a product manager, chances are they are definitely hiring for it on Upwork. You have to put out a little bit of legwork at the very beginning, but if other people are doing it, why not you? If you don't like Upwork, there's other platforms such as TopTool. You can go ahead and see here, there's product managers right here. Okay, if I scroll down, there's another project manager at the very end. If I scroll a little bit this way here, there's another product owner, right? If these other people are doing it, why not you? So freelancing, consulting, one route to go about it. Let's just say, I don't really find that inspiring. I don't really want to go ahead and do that. That's totally fine too. Coaching. I recently just did a YouTube interview with one of my friends who transitioned from product management over to coaching. If you go to my YouTube channel, that's her right here, how to transition from product manager to coach as a side hustle. As you can see on YouTube, tons of people always talking about like, hey, how I landed my first product management internship, how to get a product management internship with no experience. Obviously, there's our company, product management interview questions, how to answer the question, tell me about yourself. But if you scroll up, what I do as a product manager, listen, there's a lot of people still trying to break into product management. There's a lot of people trying to navigate the journey of being a product manager. And to tell you the truth, they reach out to these people on YouTube and say like, hey, can I go out there and pay you for your time? If you find coaching inspiring, get into it. I became a coach. The market's big enough, honestly, for all of us. No reason for you not to be able to venture into it. And it's not only just career coaching for like aspiring or experienced product managers. You can also go ahead and do business coaching. Like, there are a lot of other founders out there that you can go out there and coach to help do their job better. Maybe you know an industry really well. Or maybe it's life coaching. I think product managers have some of the most hectic and chaotic lives. Managing a full-time job, especially in a very chaotic market, maybe trying to do a side hustle. Like, there's people out there willing to pay you to go ahead and just get life coaching advice on how to manage their time better. Like, how are you doing all this stuff? How are you out there running 2 YouTube channels, doing some freelancing, maybe managing to go out there? I think I saw somebody that was just like, hey, I was doing a talk at UCLA and you're maintaining a full-time position. Some of these product managers that I've met through YouTube, they also have families. Like, how are you a mom? How are you a dad in doing all of this? Hey, tons of people would love to go ahead and get your insight as a coach as well. Another thing that I don't think product managers do enough of is actually writing. And you can go ahead and actually start a newsletter. You can go out there and blog. You can go out there and use Medium. There's tons of other videos that's going to show you how to monetize off of Medium better than I can. For this particular video, I just wanted to go out there and show you options out there. But people read these articles that product managers actually put out, like how product management responds to internal needs. You guys can go ahead and actually have these different conversations. People are actively searching for information in this field. You can also go out there and just write about random stuff, like how I balance my life as a single dad, a full-time product manager, and as a freelance consultant and a coach. No shortage of how you can go out there and monetize. In writing, you can go out there and do a very simple search. How to go ahead and monetize off a newsletter. How to go ahead and monetize off a blog. How do you go out there and monetize off a Medium? Personal brand and video. If you have access to a YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you've already seen there's so many product managers that are actively putting themselves out there. And if you really want to know, you can always go ahead and look up how to monetize off a YouTube channel, how to go ahead and monetize off a TikTok channel, how to go ahead and monetize off an Instagram channel. You can, by all means, reach out to these people like, hey, I see here you got 60,000 views. I see here that you got like 813,000 views. If you reach out, they might talk to you, they might not, but if you don't reach out, you'll never ever hear back from them. So you'd be amazed. When I started out in this industry myself, there was a lot of people that helped me get here that was very generous with their time, and they didn't have to be. They were just willing to go out there and just answer random questions. So if you're feeling scared, write a very personalized and honest message. Hey, I've been reading a lot of your Medium blogs. I love to write. If I want to know how I can get started. Can I go out there, buy you coffee, or can I go out there and just get like 15-20 minutes of your time? These are my questions. And also, I would say, here are some of my final thoughts, because I always have a few. Number one is just get started and just choose the thing that you want to do. If you want to do consulting, do consulting. If you want to do coaching, do coaching. If you want to do writing, do writing. If you want to do video, do video. If you can do all of it, do all of it. That's really comes down to just you, but just do something. Because here's the thing. These were the tech layoffs in 2023. This has been a brutal year. Our industry, in my personal opinion, is under attack. And I kind of feel like what tech is going through right now is very similar to what the restaurant industry went through during COVID, especially during the winter months, like in New York City. So we all really need to band together. If you're feeling like, hey, is it really possible for me to get started? Just get started anywhere you can, however it is that you can, and start building a schedule. Even if you're taking like just 2 or 3 steps towards your goal, and it doesn't have to necessarily be escaping the 9 to 5, just the fact that you're going to say, every week I'm going to do 4 or 5 things, or just 1 thing or 2 things to go ahead and just create a secondary income stream, that's all you really need to go ahead and do. Because whether you ask me, whether you ask somebody that's on Upwork, whether you ask a product manager that's on YouTube, whether you ask this person that's throwing tech parties, the most common questions that I would say people that reach out to maybe people like us get is like, how did you get started? What was your game plan and all that? I'll give you the answer right now and just save you some time. We just started. There was a vision. Maybe we manifested it, maybe we didn't, but we just got started. And as we got started, we looked for ways to improve, and, we did a bunch of stuff. And the most important thing is we had fun with it, and boom, things just started happening. So if you have found any value in this video at all, please go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, reach out to me if you have any additional questions. If there's any way that I can go out there and help out, my LinkedIn handle is in the YouTube description. More than happy to go ahead and give you my 2 cents from just the very little bit of experience I've been able to accumulate on my journey here, helping product managers make a transition, also building this business over the last 6.5 years. Until next time, my name is Rich. I'll talk to you later.